Now I don't know whether you won't be able to see me that clearly. Not at the moment anyway. You'll be able to see me adjusting my trousers with my socks. Trying to stuff these trousers into my socks at the moment, so it makes it a bit easier to walk in. Because I do have to step over there and fill up this with water. So what I am doing at the moment is I'm just opening it up. I shall put that there. The lid can go there, that can go there. Now I'm hoping you'll be able to see me actually going into the water here. But the way I have to do it, I literally have to sit in here. Fill this container up with water. And fill it up and put it into that. Now, in doing this, you are going to get wet. So it is preferable to make sure you have a towel available for when you are finished doing it. And because I am going to get wet, I will take out my hearing aids so that they don't get damaged while I'm doing it. And I must tell you, the water here is bloody well cold. It doesn't take long to fill up a container with water. When you do fill it up, it is quite warm, quite good and refreshing. Except, but as I say, you do get wet. Even my glasses are now wet because of it. But that is nothing compared to having fresh Mount Wellington spring water with drink. I have been coming up to Mount Wellington for, I'd say, for the past 15 years to fill up this fresh spring water, because I do love the Mount Wellington fresh spring water. That's all it takes to fill up the container with nice fresh water. Now this water is cold, and it is bloody cold. So me being the person that I am, I've made sure that I've brought a towel with me to dry my glasses, to dry myself, to dry my water container, the outside of my water container. That is the first part of it. The rest of it will come. And as you see, there's my container. Full of what is now known as Mount Wellington spring water. So this is the sort of things I do for people, not just anybody, only special people I do this for. And as I said, you get really, really wet for it.
You can just leave it down. Will it sit there? There you go. So you don't keep on getting wet. Oh, look at you.
This is going to fill up 30 litres of pure spring water. So my friends can make his home brew.
It's not really home brew.
Up there is the shallot, which is where we're going to go.
Yeah.
That's where we can burn up all the wood, or we can burn it off down there, it doesn't matter. There's no wood up there for the barbecue, I noticed.
Oh, rightio, you already been up there?
Yeah, I've been up there, but I'm going to take up there Australia, and I'm going to put it in the blog as well.
Yeah.
And they've got electric ones down there now.
Oh, rightio.
Yeah, they've changed to get around.
Do they have any electric ones up there?
No.
No power up that high.
And the other thing I'm thinking of doing is, if we've got time, is go for a trip up Mount Wellington, top to top.
Oh yeah.
And do a vlog up there.
Yeah, that's beautiful up there. Actually, I'll just go around and show how far up we are. Actually, you can't see, we have to get to the edge.
Okay, here comes the fun part, people.
Oh. That's probably too much. Just leave it there. Yeah, leave. Yeah. No, that'll do. That'll do. I'll do the rest. Ah, now pause, eh?
Yeah.
Geez, it's got a funny colour to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, because it's pure water.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'll go. So this is walking up Mount Wellington Road. Yes. And as you can see over there, there's a hose where they've got untreated water coming out. And yeah, it's coming out slowly. People park their cars along over here so that they can walk up or walk down the hills. This is what's called the Charlotte, which is 1,000 metres above sea level. This is my usual barbecue area, but there's no wood up here this time. So we will end up going to another place to have barbecue. This building is 175 years old.
Did you know?
Ah, I've been doing investigation. And this is the fireplace.
Oh, there's a fireplace.
Yeah. and 2 tables with chairs, but see, both tables are dirty. I normally clean them up when I come. But this is a pretty old building. This is where everybody has their barbecue normally. Open fire barbecue. And this is going up to the organ pipe tracks. And you have to go up, climb up step by step, all the way bloody up. So it's quite an interesting walk. Hi friends, I'm up here and I'm at the Shallot, which, as you can see from the sign there, is 1,000 metres above sea level. Well, when I go here and I walk along here, this is going up Mount Wellington, of course. There is a Shallot up here. Up here is where I normally would come and have a barbecue, which is what I will be doing today. I will be having a barbecue here today. That is the open fire barbecue there. As you can see. And this is the fireplace. And there is a table here which needs a good bloody clean, I must admit. Another one there. And of course, this is the interior of the Shallot. Now, the Shallot has been here for many, many years. And as I say, this is up Mount Wellington. There's a few interesting walks up here that you can go to, that many people do go to. Like over there is a sign that says the organ pipe track, which is a 1 hour and 40 minute one-way trip. The springs via Pineapple track, which is 1 hour and 20 minute walk one way, and you have to go up them to get to it. Now, that is what it's like up here. So it is quite interesting to know. I'm just heading back to my car, ready for the springs, because I am going to go to the springs and fill up my water. But as I said, I am waiting for a friend of mine to turn up, because me and him are going to fill up water. But as I say, move in as close as possible. And there it says 1,000 metres above sea level. So you can't say that it doesn't say that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here walking around just waiting for my friend to turn up. He should be turning up soon, so that will be quite interesting. There's another thing there. But you don't get the water from there. It's untreated water, of course. But the best place to get the water, of course, is down at the springs which we're going to. And yeah, I don't know if you can see through the bushes there, the trees, but there is, down there is the Hobart City area. And as you can see, there's a lot of bush around here, a lot of different types of trees around here. Of course there's a lot of trees, different types of trees around here. And there we are, that's getting a bit better view of the city. So yes. and we walk over here, make sure there's no cars coming, of course, and there is the spring. And we're back at the spring water, where I am going to fill up my container with fresh Mount Wellington spring water. The reason I'm keeping it running underwater is I'm hoping that you all have to run to the toilet so badly. Here is another one of the tracks that are up here at Mount Wellington. Junction cabin, 50 minutes one way. Lenna Valley Road via the old Mountaineers track, which is 1 hour and 30 minutes walk one way. And that's going straight down, straight down this way. And as you can see, it's all stepping stone all the way down, and you go all the way down there, and we're going down and we're going down, and there we go to the Lenna Valley area down there. And as you hear, there's cars galore coming up, going down and coming up. So we never have any failures with cars coming. Hi everyone, this is Brian. I'm just up at the top of, halfway up Mount Wellington at the moment, and I'm just showing you the scenery from the stop where I've stopped. The noise that you can hear in the background is the spring water. Now, that's the road going back down Mount Wellington. That's the road going up to Mount Wellington. So I've still got a fair way to go actually up there, but I will go up there. There's my car, of course. I'm now crossing the road to show you the spring in which I get my water from. And the way that I have to do this is I step over the side here into this area over here. And there I have a green jug which I put to the fresh running water. I fill that up. I'll bring it over to here where I have a container. Normally would have a container. I fill that up with water, with fresh spring water, and then seal it. So this is a fresh spring of Mount Wellington. There's a smaller one there which is just dripping, but as you see, that's the main area where the spring water is coming down. And I love to get the fresh spring water from here, as it tastes so good, so refreshing and so cold. I will be continually vlogging a fair bit while I'm here. So here you can see the container I use to put my water in, and as it says on there, Mount Wellington spring water. It wasn't originally Mount Wellington spring water in there. This is the jug that I use to fill it up with by going into the spring water to fill up, and that takes 12 litres of water in that. So it's nice and cold. Yeah, so as you see, as I said to you before, this is the road. Now if I go like this and I go the road over the top, go down that way. That's the road going up to Mount Wellington. Then I go up this way, and that is the road going up further. So I'm basically halfway at the moment. I'm halfway between bottom and halfway between top. So that's quite interesting to know. And I'm just waiting for a friend of mine to turn up at the moment, who is going to help me to, well, we're going to have a barbecue basically. And if you look further down there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a view of one of the suburbs of Hobart down there. Of course, there is plenty of roadworthy down here. So, my bloggers and my friends, this is the top of Mount Wellington. As you can see, there's a whole lot of things around here. There is a view of whatever.
That's South Arm.
Out of this part of Hobart area.
And that's Bruni's over that way.
Yeah, there's a lot of rock forms around. Looks like you're on the moon. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
And looking at it from here is totally different.
Oh yeah. And then looking over at the city area, right down there is the Crown Tasmanian Casino, West Point, roundhouse.
It looks tiny.
Yeah, it does.
What's that?
What? That's a burn off. That's smoke.
Is that a lake?
Yeah, down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a little lake.
That's Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah, just over there, that's Kingston area.
Yep.
So you're...
Shh. They don't know where I am.
There's Howrah and Bellaree.
Yep, on the eastern shore. You can even see the Tasman Bridge from here. Isn't that good?
Freezing cold.
It looks like a small bridge from here.
Yeah, tiny bridge.
Yeah.
Although it's 1.4 kilometres long.
Yep. This is a nice sort of view of the scenery from up at top of Mount Wellington, isn't it? It shows the whole area. Good roundhouse, a round view.
I wonder where that is.
Are you going to take a picture so you can stir your kids up, are you?
No. Oh, there's all the... No, I want to see where the... what that is. I'm going to...
And I am taking this inside a shelter because my friend is a bit upset because it's too cold. He's a silk. He's a real silk. But this is inside the glass house where I am, where it's all happening. See, it's run by the Hobart City Council, Pinnacle Road. we just... This is quite interesting going down these stairs. This walkway.
It's not that bad, is it? I thought it'd be... Oh no, it is.
What, you thought it'd be colder?
Yeah.
You ain't thought it, seen nothing yet. Yeah, they've got lookout points all the way around.
I reckon you'll get vertigo off this one.
Eh?
I reckon you get vertigo off this one. That's Tolosa.
Huh? Do a round trip, I think. Me.
No, it's not that. It's if you have a look at the map.
And we're just going to look. That's where we was in the enclosed area where my friend felt more comfortable because it was warmer.
It is warmer.
Because he's seen too much of a sook being out in the nice cold fresh air.